Hello and welcome to another video. Now, what is future? Even the word has a subtle meaning to it, like a mysterious vibe that you get. And humans have always wondered what future is going to be. They always try to predict it, but I guess in this day and era, now I think we have the right technology to be able to answer this question with proof in science and technology, where computers have billions and billions of computational power, and because of that we are in a better position to unravel mysteries of future. Now, I have a documentary for you, and what they're doing is they try to bring up facts and gives us something to latch on and try to see, visualize future, if it's going to be anything better, or we are getting closer and closer to the end of times as we know it is inevitable. Let's get into this video. How will the universe met its end? We'll never be truly certain. Science has begun to paint these stunning pictures. Let's take a journey to the end of times. The universe has only just begun.
The Holocene has ended. What we do now and in the next few years will profoundly affect the next few thousand years.
True.
The only conditions modern humans have ever known so far are changing, and changing fast.
Nothing stays the same on this planet. Everything changes. The Earth is going into one of these jumps, and you don't know what is going to be on the other side of those jumps. The Earth is always jumping. Things move on this planet. Things are not still. Everything is turning.
Comes a ring. Storm ring vanishes. Antarctica melts. Meteors destroyed in impact. Just without impact. new continents. Wow.
As it begins to run out of fuel, the sun won't simply fade away to nothing. Its core will collapse, and the extra heat this generates will cause its outer layers to expand. The sun is now dead. Its remains slowly cooling in the freezing temperatures of deep space. The fate of the sun is the same as for all stars. One day, they must all eventually die, and the cosmos will be plunged into eternal night.
All stars eventually will run out of fuel. The temperature of the universe drops. The stars, one by one, in the night sky, will turn off. And there'll be no more new stars created. And so that the universe will end not with a bang, but with a whimper. And not in fire, but in ice.
With the death of the last sun, the age of starlight comes to an end. The regenerate era. The universe becomes a cosmic boneyard, stored with remnants. The sun becomes a dwarf, white dwarf, a hot, dense. This is called regenerate era.
With no fuel left to burn, a white dwarf's faint glow comes from the last residual heat from its extinguished furnace. Looking at it from where the Earth is now, it would only generate the same amount of light as the full moon on a clear night. The faint glow of white dwarfs will provide the only illumination in a dark and empty void littered with dead stars and black holes.
In some ways, it's kind of a ghost universe. It's the corpses, the zombie stars, that will take us into the future.
Freezing void. Degenerate era.
A black dwarf will be the final fate of those last stars. White dwarfs that have become so cold that they barely emit any more heat or light. Black dwarfs are dark, dense, decaying balls of degenerate matter. Little more than the ashes of stars. Their constituent atoms are so severely crushed that black dwarfs are 1,000,000 times denser than our sun. stars take so long to reach this point, we believe there are currently no black dwarfs in the universe.
Or maybe they are, but they're so far away. Black hole swallows.
We have a pace of life that's based on really the energy available to us now. You could imagine living conscious systems which have a very different pace and therefore can extend out at least a lot farther than you'd imagine otherwise. You could have a living system where if it had a thought every 10 trillion years, that would seem normal. Even if our life dies out, one could imagine at some time arbitrarily far in the future, a fluctuation occurs which allows intelligent life to exist again for a little while. So you might have islands in time of intelligence.
Expansion of space. Will expand on the horizon. Stars will recede. Light becomes undetectable. Secrets of cosmos are locked away. Billion, trillion, and trillion years from now. 1 trillion, trillion years. Proton will decay.
One of the fundamental building blocks of atomic matter, what makes us up, can just spontaneously fall apart.
Any material that evades the pull of a black hole eventually dies away as its protons disintegrate.
Still unproven.
The matter inside black dwarfs, the last matter in the universe, will eventually evaporate away and be carried off into the void as radiation, leaving absolutely nothing behind.
Black hole era.
With the black dwarfs gone, there won't be a single atom of matter left. All that will remain of our once rich cosmos will be particles of light and black holes.
Black hole era begins. No stars, no planets, no lingering stellar remnants. Yet time has just begun. On the scale of human lifetime, the universe has just inert, cold, dark, and empty.
The arrow of time creates a bright window in the universe's adolescence, during which life is possible. But it's a window that doesn't stay open for long. As a fraction of the lifespan of the universe, as measured from its beginning to the evaporation of the last black hole, life, as we know it, is only possible for 1,000th of a billion billion billionth billion billion billionth billion billion billionth of a percent.
Black holes become the fundamental building block of the universe. A galaxy will basically be a supermassive black hole in a center with smaller black holes orbiting it.
Zombie galaxies filled with black holes continue to evolve.
They'll eat each other and they'll get bigger, and maybe they'll fall into the supermassive black hole and it'll get bigger. The universe will still be an exciting, dynamic place. It's just that the timescales you're talking about are now trillions of years instead of thousands or millions of years.
This far-flung age black hole merges. Some grow to enormous sizes, possibly trillions of times. When they merge, they send out powerful gravity that resonates throughout the universe.
Black holes can bang on space-time like mallets on a drum. And they have a very characteristic song. Imagine two black holes that have lived a long life together. At the end of their lives, they're going around each other, crossing thousands of kilometers in a fraction of a second. As they do so, they leave behind in their wake a ringing of space, an actual wave on space-time. Space squeezes and stretches as it emanates out from these black holes banging on the universe. Those are the gravitational waves. They are literally the sounds of space ringing. And they will travel out from these black holes at the speed of light as they ring down and coalesce to one spinning, quiet black hole. If you were standing near enough, your ear would resonate with the squeezing and stretching of space. You would literally hear the sound. Imagine a lighter black hole falling into a very heavy black hole. The sound you're hearing is a light black hole banging on space each time it gets close. As it falls in, it gets faster and it gets louder.
It does. It does. Wow.
Scientists used to think black holes were immortal, but even these will one day die.
Now we're talking about timescales of unimaginable length, quadrillions of years into the future. On that timescale, even the black holes begin to evaporate.
They will evaporate. Black holes, as we know it.
According According to quantum mechanics, space is filled with virtual particles, antiparticles, that are constantly materializing in pairs, separating, coming together again, and annihilating each other.
That was Stephen Hawking.
In the presence of a black hole, one member of a pair of virtual particles may fall into the hole, leaving the other member without a partner with which to annihilate.
What's gonna happen?
The forsaken particle appears to be radiation emitted by the black hole. And so, black holes are not eternal. They evaporate away at an increasing rate until they vanish in a gigantic explosion. Quantum mechanics has allowed particles and radiation to escape from the ultimate prison, a black hole.
Just like fireworks. Fireworks in the sky. Is it the way the universe is mocking us and appreciating us? Mysterious force we don't know or yet to understand. This frontier of human knowledge, a frontier ripe.
Philosophers and poets have asked the question, will the world end in fire or ice? We can now give an answer. The latest evidence shows that the universe is not slowing down, but it's speeding up out of control. And the universe, we think, will die in ice. Trillions upon trillions of years from now.
Empty space itself has energy. In every little cubic centimeter of space, whether or not there's stuff, whether or not there's particles, matter, radiation, or whatever, there is still energy, even in the space itself.
What kind of energy it holds?
And this energy, according to Einstein, exerts a push on the universe.
What is the weird stuff that's accelerating the universe? We call it dark energy.
Dark.
And this stuff is the dominant stuff of the universe. Almost 3/4 of the matter-energy content of the universe is this dark energy. And we don't know what it is.
Dark energy, unlike matter or radiation, does not dilute away as the universe expands. This has crucial implications for what the universe is going to do in the future.
So what will be the future of the universe? Well, if the dark energy remains dominant and repulsive, the universe will expand forever.
Forever.
Faster and faster and faster with time. A runaway universe.
70% of the energy of the universe resides in empty space, and we don't understand why. But we do know what will happen. If that energy continues to be there, the universe will become cold and dark and empty. That's the future as it might be. We don't know because we don't yet understand the nature of dark energy. Until we do, we won't know the future. We won't even understand our own origins, and that's why we want to know and study this subject.
discovering the true nature of dark energy weakens over time. Universe could collapse, tear apart universe. Unique laws. They have their own laws. What makes those laws? Will they contradict with the laws that we already know?
The forecast does seem to be for an ever colder, ever emptier universe. But then, of course, we have to ask, could that end lead to a new beginning? And there are ideas whereby what actually is the end of our universe could in some sense be linked to the beginning of a new one.
Simulated virtual universes. Just like in Matrix.
We've worked out the mathematics, the equations. They seem to say that if you have an atom smasher that can concentrate tremendous amounts of energy at a single point, you can perhaps open up a gateway, a baby universe. Facing the death of everything there is, this perhaps is their only possibility of escape. And this also raises a very intriguing possibility, sheer speculation of course, that perhaps any universe that has intelligent life in it will create baby universes, will create lifeboats, and proliferate child universes. So an evolution may take among universes in the multiverse. Survival of the fittest may take place. So those universes which do not have intelligent life are infertile. They have no children. But those universes that have mild temperatures, stars like us, would create civilizations that could open up child universes, and they would then proliferate.
So, baby universe with intelligent life will expand. But what is intelligence, you may ask? That's what I wonder. These are all baby universes, I reckon. I assume these are all baby universes. Just like sperms. It is like sperms. Symbol of life as we know it.
After an unimaginable length of time, even the black holes will have evaporated, and the universe will be nothing but a sea of photons gradually tending towards the same temperature as the expansion of the universe cools them towards absolute zero. once the very last remnants of the very last stars have finally decayed away to nothing, and everything reaches the same temperature, the story of the universe finally comes to an end.
Time becomes...
For the first time in its life, the universe will be permanent and unchanging. Entropy finally stops increasing because the cosmos cannot get any more disordered. Nothing happens, and it keeps not happening forever.
Everything has its wonders, even darkness, silence. Wow. Wow, beautiful presentation. Protocol Labs. Beautiful. Bravo, you guys. What a journey. Bravo, you guys. Melody Sheep. You really nailed it. Really have. Now, this was the journey that we've traveled through trillions and trillions of years. Now, I have some questions, and I know they're gonna be far-fetched, but what's gonna happen is planet, continents. First of all, Earth is just gonna evolve from years and years, light years from now, and then continents, they will evaporate, they will merge, submerge, and then what's gonna happen is water will evaporate and sun will lose its power, and it becomes a light dwarf with the luminosity, which is gonna get greater and greater, and over time it's gonna lose all of its energy, and from the white dwarf it's gonna convert or become a black dwarf, and then the stars are gonna have the same treatment. They're gonna lose their power, and then the black holes are gonna suck all those planets in, and before it's gonna happen, protons as we know it, atoms, are gonna start decaying. Black holes will come in, they will suck in all those planets and life or stars that will ever exist, and in that time there are only going to be black holes what will remain, and smaller black holes are gonna sunk in. Bigger black holes are gonna sunk in smaller black holes, and then they're gonna get bigger and bigger and expand, and there will be a time when they will die. Now that's a new thing. I have not heard this before, that black holes as we know it, they're gonna last forever, but I guess not. Nothing is gonna live forever. Not you, not me. And then comes baby universes, and the only baby universes that are going to expand, that's going to have intelligent life, which, like I said earlier, what makes intelligent or life intelligent, or it was never existent? It's highly subjective what intelligence is from my perspective or from your perspective, but I guess we'll never see. From here onwards, what's gonna happen is universe is going to, the entropy is going to stop, and the temperatures, what they say, is cold, white, dark, not white, dark. Darkness will be everywhere, coldness, but within darkness, within coldness lies energy. They call it dark energy, and that dark energy is gonna live forever or infinitely. What is infinite? What is a number? Can we put it on a number, or we can't? So I guess that is pretty much it for this video. I really think that this is gonna open up possibilities into a new era and gonna make us understand life and time as we know it, because in that trillions and trillions of years, maybe time is gonna be meaningless, because we measure time by, or we relate time by the speed of light. Now, if there is no light, then there is no time. And if there is no time, then how can we measure infinite time? Or, like I said, expansion as we know it. Everything, they say, is expanding right now. Our universe right now is expanding really fast, really fast. It's just like a cloth, and our planets are on that cloth like metal balls. They have their own weight, they have their own depression in that cloth, in that universe, and that universe is just expanding, and because of that, that impression or the gravity of those planets are, making this great whole, and because of that it's expanding fast. And then, as we know, time is gonna fall apart. Now, there are a lot of unanswered questions, but I guess that's gonna be for another video. These videos makes and takes a lot of effort, so I will certainly appreciate if you comment below your thoughts on it, and like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.